The biggest headlines, the voices, the moments driving SFR BTR forward. Give us less than 10 minutes. We'll take you inside SFR BTR, your new weekly must-have habit. Wrap up your week inside SFR BTR. New episodes drop every Friday on EverResi Media and wherever you get your podcasts.
From EverResi Media, this is Inside SFR BTR for July 10th, 2026. I'm Gregory Frank along with Ryan Saturday. This week's show is powered by Blue Chip Maintenance. This week we welcome Jennifer Stoops to the show for her first appearance, an industry legend about to shake things up and set things right in property management. Plus, the world premiere of EverResi Media's 8th original series podcast, Meet the PM. We'll announce the host and welcome the first guest, Joe Polverari and John Hirschfeld of Pure Home River, along with our signature expert roundtable, David Howard, Reshma Block, and Colleen Yeager. And from fighting deportation to building a career to deputy sheriff turned real estate leader, this is Max and Claudia's story, resilience, marriage, and business on Built Together with Adriana and Roberto Castillo. After that, the team from Nimble joins Ted and Adam on Unleased, and we'll wrap it up with Jennifer Stoops stepping into her next season on Inside the Vendor Network with Yvonne Kenny, leading through change, finding opportunity, and what's next for property management. For an historic day in housing, we've got a great show for you today. Let's get started. Big day in housing. By tonight, we could have a housing bill. Sign it, veto it, or it becomes law on its own. Either way, history tonight. Today, we've got a big one. A trusted voice in this industry is joining the EverResi team, and I could not be more excited about this. Please welcome, for the very first time on Inside SFR BTR, Jennifer Stoops.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me.
Most people, of course, know you, they're friends, but Jennifer, you've spent more than 20 years in property management. You've led companies, you've grown organizations through acquisitions, you've sat across the table from institutional investors, and you've talked shop with thousands of industry pros across the country. And now you're bringing all of that experience to a brand new show here on EverResi Media, and it's called Meet the PM. Jennifer Stoops, welcome to Inside SFR BTR.
Thank you so much. I am so excited. Truly humbled when I was invited to be the newest host, to host Meet the PM. I mean, the property management industry is changing faster than ever. And yet there's never been a single place where owners, operators, and investors can hear candid conversations from the people making the biggest decisions and changes in this industry.
Let's tell everybody, let's set the stage. So your primary guest is going to be a PM executive, plus you'll bring on investors that are, again, looking to understand who they should be considering to manage their portfolio. And then each show is going to wrap with an expert roundtable of industry stakeholders that are really going to talk about how they provide the performance behind the platform.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, right after this, we're going to drop the world premiere. So tell us, who are the guests?
So I have had the honor of having John Hirschfeld, co-founder of Home River Group, and Joe Polverari, co-founder of Pure Property Management. These two companies have joined together and have now created a company called Pure Home River. It's going to be an incredible show. I'm really excited for it to launch.
The other interesting portion of the show, the segment that I think is really going to generate tremendous buzz, is really who's going to be part of the roundtable.
It's really exciting because, you have three individuals that come from three completely different parts of the industry, right? All incredibly important. You've got David Howard, you have Reshma Block, and then Colleen Yeager. Having these roundtables within each episode is going to be pretty incredible.
Jennifer, this is incredible. Meet the PM, an EverResi original series, same trusted voice, new platform. Congratulations. We're thrilled to have you part of the EverResi team.
I sure as heck didn't know there were 40,000 companies just in the United States that were property management companies focused on SFR at some level that were sort of vying for that $50 to $100 billion in income. So there's no Google, there's no Anthropic or chat of property management. It just didn't exist.
My name is Jennifer Stoops, and I am very excited to be your host of our newest podcast, Meet the PM. Today, we're kicking off the series with two incredible industry leaders whose organizations recently came together to create the largest third-party property management company company in the country, Joe Pulverari and John Hirschfeld.
This industry struggles a little bit from, well, I'm just gonna keep doing it the way I've been doing it because that's how I've been doing it. And it's almost like the beatings will continue until the attitude improves. It doesn't have to be that way.
Providing a home for someone is a very fundamental, visceral, and ancient good that you can do. And at my stage in my career, having a socially redeeming component to what I do is a real motivator.
It's time for our expert roundtable, where we will bring together industry experts, top thought leaders in the property management industry. We have David Hauer, Reshma Block, Colleen Yeager, and Joe Pulverari. What is one assumption our industry currently holds that you believe might be wrong?
I fought the judicial system for 12 years. I took my case all the way up to the Ninth Circuit, to the Department of Justice. And a judge at that level after 12 years heard my case and said, you ought to be granted permanent residency.
Today, we're joined by Max and Claudia Zaker, partners in life and business. They've built successful companies, raised a family, and dedicated their careers to creating opportunities for others.
I came to America knowing that I wasn't entitled to anything. Me was the dream. All I wanted was just an opportunity, just for somebody to give me a shot. Just like when I asked Claudia to marry me, she said yes. She gave me a shot. Mathematically, our marriage should not have worked because we were going against all odds. Cultural differences, age differences.
I applied for a job. I walked in and Max was part of the panel. He was my boss 3 years. I gave my notice that I was going to join the academy. He said, now that you're going to be leaving, I can properly ask you on a proper date. That's kind of how journey began.
You built a successful business, okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've been married for 23 years and we still love each other. What does it look like when you take these two amazing gifts and then you mush them together? And that's really the question we get asked most often.
For the audience that doesn't necessarily know you guys and doesn't really know Nimble, just give us a brief overview of kind of where you came from in the SFR space and how you landed with launching Nimble.
Sam Kett and I worked together for a number of years at his previous shops. And as we were talking, we decided we wanted to form our own thing. And we came up with the idea of Nimble. We called it Nimble because we knew we were launching it about 3.5 years ago in a really rough time of our industry. And that we would have to pivot a number of times to kind of figure out where we fit in this ever-changing landscape. Now, obviously, 3.5 years ago, rates were really shooting up, prices were shooting up. We all kind of thought it would last 6 months, maybe 12 months, and we're still kind of in a weird phase. But true to our name, we've been able to figure out a number of different ways to make ourselves relevant and help our clients out. So our goal is to make scaling acquisitions and dispositions easier.
You're a middleman between an owner's money and a resident's money, and that is not a great place to be on many days.
Every time the waves come in and they go out, and they reveal something. They reveal who is prepared, who can pivot, and who can really lead through pressure, and who is reacting instead of reading the tide. Jennifer Stoops is someone who has seen this industry from a lot of different angles. Jennifer Stoops, welcome to my show.
Change is inevitable. Change is going to continue to happen, but change, which we're in the middle of right now, drives opportunity. It can be scary for people, but it creates some of the best opportunities I've seen in this industry.
Keeping market share is much harder than going out and getting new market share, isn't it?
It is. It is. You're taking a Titanic and trying to turn it like a jet ski. That can't happen. Small business owners can't be away from their business for 3, 4, 5 days at a time because they're the ones running it. If you're not being curious and trying to learn how to poke holes in your business to make it better, you're not going to grow.
The biggest headlines, the voices, the moments driving SFR BTR forward. Give us less than 10 minutes. We'll take you inside SFR BTR, your new weekly must-have habit. Wrap up your week inside SFR BTR. New episodes drop every Friday on EverResi Media and wherever you get your podcasts.